Just leaving the courthouse, y'all. We got our paperwork right there. And he go over there. Y'all want me to say I'm not hurting. Y'all want me to say I don't miss my husband. Y'all want me to be out here in these streets. I don't want to be in the streets. I want to be a wife. I want to cook for my husband. I want to take care of him. No, I was just saying I don't want to be in the streets no more. I can't live my best life because the last 7 years it was with my husband. And yeah, I'm hurting.
Just 2 months after leaving her husband, she wants him back. Looks like the grass wasn't as green on the other side as she thought.
Just leaving the courthouse, y'all. We got our paperwork right there. And he go over there. Y'all want me to say I'm not hurting. Y'all want me to say I don't miss my husband. Y'all want me to be out here in these streets. I don't want to be in the streets. I want to be a wife. I want to cook for my husband. I want to take care of him. And I want to do what he need me to do. That's what I want. I don't want to be trying to go to no club or trying to be with different men. No, I was just saying I don't want to be in the streets no more and just trying to date and go to this person, that person. That's why I got married in the first place. You know, to be with one person. You know, it's too much stuff out here. I just don't want to be out here just starting over. Right? But y'all think everything a joke. The only reason I ain't been live is because one of you motherfuckers blocked me. But y'all can think what y'all want to. I don't give a fuck. I'm supposed to be living my best life. I can't live my best life because the last 7 years it was with my husband. And yeah, I'm hurting.
By looking at their energy, it's pretty clear who filed for divorce and who was actually happy to have those papers signed. But at this point, I want you to focus on the caption of the video. It says, "People, instead of reacting, try and work your relationship out. Don't do it like us." That line alone tells us everything. She regretted it. All the happiness she showed on the day of the divorce quickly faded just a few days later. That's when she realized that it might not have been the right decision after all. She realized their marriage still had potential. It wasn't perfect, but it could have been worked on. There was still a chance to fix things, but she chose to end it and ended up regretting that choice almost immediately. Now she's the one advising others to fight for their marriages. She's the one saying that divorce isn't always the solution, that there are other ways to move forward. I guess she realized the grass wasn't as green on the other side as she thought, and it led her to warn others not to make the same mistake. I've noticed this more and more lately. People seem less willing to put in the work. There's this idea that a spouse is easily replaceable, but when reality sets in, many find out that's not really the case. Sadly, by the time they realize it, it's often too late.
I want to be a wife. I want to cook for my husband. I want to take care of him. I don't want to be trying to go to no club or trying to be with different men.
I just don't get why she had to go all the way and file for divorce just to figure out she still wanted to be with him. That realization came too late, and honestly, that's probably why she got blocked. He is done. He doesn't want to entertain this relationship anymore, especially after everything that happened. We should appreciate men more. This makes me sad. Girl, don't leave him, please. I'll never let him be like this alone. Men like this deserve the world. Most soldiers know exactly what this short clip represents, and it's part of the reason why divorce often hits men harder. This is a guy who is doing everything he can, neglecting himself just to make sure his wife is happy, just to give her the life she dreamed of. He's all in, fully invested in his family. You can see it from a mile away. But then imagine if in a few years down the line she says she's not happy anymore. She puts divorce on the table, saying she no longer feels fulfilled. Now suddenly he is no longer the man she married because he works too much or because he is not present enough. It would affect him on a level most people can't even understand. Everything he did was out of sacrifice for the family. What makes it even harder to deal with is knowing that all that effort sometimes goes completely unnoticed or even unappreciated.
You are not worth the wait if you've already lost your V card. Last week, I made a post about a man who blocked me because I told him that I was waiting until marriage to be physically intimate. There were so many comments from men that said, you cannot make a man wait for marriage if you've already lost your V card. First of all, I've decided that I'm abstinent till marriage, regardless of whether I still have my V card or not. If you're only willing to wait until marriage with a woman simply because she still has her V card, you feel entitled to her body, and it's not at all about her abstinence or her faith journey. God makes you pure, not whether or not you still have your V card. Y'all got it all wrong.
She didn't really understand where he was coming from. It wasn't even about what she was saying. The truth is that he probably already knows how the dating scene works. And that's exactly why he picked up on how she truly viewed him. That's what triggered his reaction. He could tell that if someone like Drake or Chris Brown slid into her DM, her whole attitude would have shifted. All the rules she claimed to have would be out the window. And that's exactly why he didn't bother engaging any further. There's a saying that women make rules for the men they don't really want, and break all of them for the ones they do. That's what he saw happening, and in that moment, it became clear that he wasn't the one, and that's not something he was willing to entertain. He didn't want to be in a relationship where he constantly had to prove himself or jump through hoops just to hold her attention.
If she flirts with a guy, that's cheating for me.
Tell me why.
Before it gets physical, it starts with the intention. It's psychological. If I see this, my girl flirting with another guy, it's done. It's very simple. Game over, done, bye-bye.
I have to agree that this guy is mature. He clearly knows how to keep drama and unnecessary headaches out of his life. And honestly, that's exactly how it should be. There's no need for overcomplication or drawn-out explanations. If she wants to give her attention to someone else, then maybe it's time to let her go and live her life. Because let's be real, she wouldn't have entertained the other person at all if feelings weren't already involved, and that alone is a major red flag. It shows she's considering other options, and anyone who understands how this game works knows that's not something you stick around for. What's really interesting about this video is that he's saying all of this right in front of his girlfriend. Now she knows exactly where he stands on the subject. He made it clear, if that ever happens in their relationship, he's out. There is no need for drama.
When a man is handsome, educated, make good money, but still single, what could the problem be?
That's a good and valid question. I can mention some solid reasons why a man of that caliber might still be single, even though plenty of women would love to be with him. The most likely one is the fact that he is having a hard time finding women who truly align with what he's looking for. We can't ignore the fact that guys at that level usually have a clear understanding of what they want, and more importantly, what they don't want. So he's not going to settle just to be in a relationship. He'll stay single until he finds someone who genuinely meets his standards. That's just the reality. Let's be honest, guys like that don't struggle to attract women, so the issue isn't availability, it's compatibility. The reason he's still single most likely comes down to the fact that he's simply not willing to settle.
Why, as a man, you want a girlfriend and you're broke as fuck? I'm not kidding. Because, like, if you cannot take care of yourself, Pookie Butts, what you think you can take care of me for?
Is it just me, or is she completely confused? Since when is a boyfriend supposed to take care of his girlfriend like she is his wife? I don't know what's going on, but a lot of people seem to be mixing things up, and it's gotten to the point where some have completely lost touch with reality. Just like this young woman, she's out here expecting her boyfriend to be financially responsible for her, not realizing that he's not obligated to do any of that. He's not her husband, and since she is not his wife, she shouldn't expect the benefits that come with being one. As a girlfriend, her responsibility is to take care of herself. That's just how it should be, and eventually, she's going to learn that. Right now, it honestly sounds like she's looking for a sponsor more than a partner. But with that kind of mindset, things won't be easy, because the truth is that there aren't many men willing to take on that kind of responsibility for someone they're not married to.
You guys have been doing so well with your lessons. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to love bomb a man without giving him a damn thing. Love bombing Nah, this is your villain era. We're breadcrumbing, all with a smile. I want to hear you say things like, get out of my dreams. I'm over you. I want to hear you say something like, you're so familiar to me, but I don't like you. Say something like, you're not usually my type. I guess I needed to be humbled. If he ever asks you why you like him, tell him you like chaos in small doses. I want to hear you tell a man, you're interesting, but you don't deserve me. And instead of leaving him on red, tell him you are gonna leave him on red, but you got bored. I want to hear something like, I've dated worse men than you, but I'm also gonna date better. Hit him with the, I'd like to manage your potential, but I stopped doing charity. And with the sexy squinted eye, I want you to say, it's cute how confident you are. Delusion is power.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want more videos like this.